Hey Bat Freaks, Bat Freak 20 here. So today I'm going to do a Gothic Tag video, and how I was introduced to the video was by Dumpster Dolly, and Dumpster Dolly was introduced to it by a YouTuber named Toria McFuck. And I thought this was really interesting because in her video she mentions that no one has done this, and I thought it was pretty cool that she did a video and, did this. So today I'm going to do it myself, and everyone who watches this is welcome to do one, I assume. And yeah, so I have the questions pulled up, so I'm going to answer these and do this. So here is the Goth Tag. Enjoy. Okay, question number 1. How long have you been goth? For me, I'd say 13. I was in junior high, and I actually, before then, I had an interest in the subculture. Like, I didn't know about it, but I had like I had an interest, weirdly. I've always been, a weird kid, and I've always liked things other people thought were strange, and I've always had, an interest in like dark, morbid things, but I didn't exactly know that a thing as goth existed till about junior high, and that's around the time I started getting into it, aesthetically. Question number 2, how were you introduced to goth? Okay, that actually helps out more with the I was introduced, I met this girl in junior high, of all places, detention, but I met this girl, and I thought she was like the coolest thing ever. Like, she had multicolored hair, was wearing black clothes, just was the opposite of what society wanted her to be. And she had her own opinions, and it was, at the time, for me, so shocking to see this girl, live herself and have her own decisions and her own mindset, and it inspired me, and I ended up becoming friends with this girl, and she pretty much, kind of took me under her wing and shared her stuff, and that's kind of how I got into goth. I changed my whole style, and I kind of already had the mindset, but I wasn't, living it. I wasn't doing it. So for me, it was all about doing it and becoming it, and, being reborn into it. So at the time I met this girl, I had the mindset, and as a 13-year-old, I was just wondering, why am I here? What is my purpose? What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to be? How do people see me? And I just felt so weird and out of place. And this girl showed me everything. It was like I had been living a lie most of my life. After she showed me this, it all made sense, and I was like taken in with open arms. I wasn't, I didn't feel like an outcast. I felt like I had a place in the world, and that's what I liked about it. Okay, question number 3. what gothic subgenre would you put yourself in? To be honest, I don't really classify myself as any type of goth. Cause honestly, I have all different kinds of styles. I don't classify as like Lolita, or what's that outrageous thing that's going around, bubble gum goth. Yeah, that's a bit weird, but I don't really classify under one type of goth, because I honestly feel I have many types of goth. Like, one day I may look Lolita, the next day I may look Victorian, the next day I may look, punk. I actually have a variety of styles of goth, so I don't really classify myself as one type of goth, because there's I wouldn't fit under just one category, I say. There's, and now there's also all sorts of types and varieties and all that. So anyway, number 4, what do you believe to be the basis of the gothic subculture? The basis, I don't want to say is just music and fashion. It's a whole lot more. You can't just get up and dress in black and become goth. You have to... It's a lot deeper than that. To me, it's seeing beauty in goth. Seeing beauty in things normal people would think is highly outrageous. Basically, what someone would think is insane and want to put you in a rubber room immediately, you find beauty in. You see something else than what someone else would see. You see light in a darker world, in my opinion. You see beauty in the disgusting and the gross and futile. You see hope in the hopeless. So basically, for me, it's a mindset. It's a way of seeing things in a whole new perspective. It's a way of viewing things a whole lot different. And it's a wonderful, beautiful thing. But I believe that it's not just about the music and the clothes and the fashion and the style and all of that. It's a lot more deeper than that. It's you. Let me see. What do you dislike about being goth? I can't per se I dislike anything. If I were to dislike anything, it would probably be the fact that people sometimes, say stupid things to me and, say weird stuff to me. But that's expected. Especially, if you go out looking the way I do. And, I'm probably sure a few of y'all do. But, or most of y'all. But, it's to be expected. I would say that would be the part I dislike about it. Also, actually, I just thought of one. Another thing I dislike is the fact that there's people who think they can judge how goth a person is. Like, oh, you don't know this band, you're not goth. Oh, you don't dress this way, you're not goth. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about, poser. Yeah, those type of people, I kind of hate that we have that in the gothic subculture. I think a person should be allowed to dress and act the way they want, and just because they don't know a certain thing, or they don't know, or they're not dressing a certain way, they're immediately shunned as a